Now, this brother right here, some of the stuff he be saying about, eating healthy and stuff like that, he be on point. But he don't have the scriptures. He not following the scriptures. He caught up in all that voodoo and all that different stuff. So watch what he say. Play it.
When you get into zodiac or what they call Zadok, you can find the zodiac in every ancient religion. That's how powerful it is. And when you look at the word magi from a biblical sense, it said astrologer. So we know that astrology is very, very, very important, especially when it comes to seasons and times and just, predicting the future and stuff like that.
Pause. No. Don't use the Bible and say that. Because the Bible said the Lord didn't want us doing that. They always leave that out. Go to 2 Kings. I've been reading the Kings a lot lately, man. I'm telling you, the Kings is excellent. Go back and read the Kings, y'all. 1st and 2nd Kings, whole bunch of great history in there. It's treachery, it's backbiting, it's brothers against brothers, conspiracy, all kind of stuff. You be watching these movies. You watch these movies, you be seeing all this damn drama and stuff, Game of Thrones and all that. Go back and read the Kings. Them Negroes was treacherous. You understand? Go back and read it. So 2 Kings 21 and 2, excuse me. Read that for me.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 21 and verse 2.
Yes, sir.
And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, after the abomination of the heathen, whom the Lord cast out before the children of Israel.
Who the Lord had cast out before the children of Israel. Go ahead.
For he built up again the high places, which Hezekiah his father had destroyed.
Right, he built the high places that his father destroyed. He went back into idolatry. This is Manasseh, I believe. Go ahead.
And he reared up altars for Baal and made a grove, and did as did Ahab, king of Israel.
Watch this.
And worshiped all the host of heaven.
You hear that? He worshiped all the host of heaven. Read.
And served them.
And what?
Served them.
And served the host of heaven. Brothers and sisters, this ain't nothing new to see our people involved in this. Horoscopes and zodiacs and stuff like that. It's not new. It's been going on. Keep reading. Watch this. It get worse.
Verse 4. And he built altars in the house of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Of which the Lord said, in Jerusalem will I put my name.
Go ahead.
And he built altars for all the hosts of heaven in the 2 courts of the house of the Lord.
You hear what? Y'all don't see what's going on. This is supposed to be the Lord's house. He built altars for the host of heaven in the Lord's house. Disrespectful.
The hell is this?
Go ahead.
And he made his son pass through the fire.
Abortion. He made his son pass through the fire. He sacrificed his son to abortion. All these women that be getting these abortions, they talking about their zodiac and horoscopes and all that. And you wonder why we doing these things. Because it's the same spirit that come behind following these idols. It's the same thing. Homosexuality, chakras, one with the earth, abortion, all that. Keep reading.
And observe times.
And observe times. Whoa. Observe times. Don't that sound like the horoscope?
Right.
Don't that sound like following your zodiac sign? I'm a Cancer, a Capricorn, a Sagittarius, a Pisces. The hell? Go ahead.
And used enchantments.
That's witchcraft. Enchantments. That's spells. Some of these women, and men too, but it's majority women, be behind closed doors practicing witchcraft, voodoo dolls. And all. Go to New Orleans right now. All my cousins and family them from New Orleans. Them folk crazy as hell. We don't even go down there no more. You go down there. I remember one time we went down there. We was on the ninth ward. Them niggas was shooting outside and all that stuff. We had to all go. You know how you go to get inside the bathroom. They shoot outside. I'm a kid. I don't know what the hell going on. I'm 6, 7 years old. All I remember, my auntie come through there with them damn crystals and all that stuff like that. So I pray to this. Pray to what? Them niggas shooting outside. How the hell a damn rock? That ain't no crystal anyway, by the way. You got that from the beach or something like that in Mobile, Alabama. That is not a crystal. That shit foggy as hell. Excuse my language. Okay, you. It ain't got no, you understand, crystal or dime. You won't be able to see through it. It's foggy. I'm like, man, I can't. What you doing, auntie? I told my mama, I said, how was New Orleans? I said, don't never send me back down there. What you talking about, baby? That's your auntie. I said, don't ever send me back down there. I will stay here with you, and I will work with granddaddy in them attics putting ACs in. Don't send me back down there because they crazy down there. Shellfish and crawfish and homosexuality and all kind of crap. I said, don't send me back down there. Y'all know if you from New Orleans, you got family from New Orleans, you know what I'm talking about. John, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Them Negroes crazy down there. So I'm showing you, they practice all of that chakra, witchcraft, all that voodoo, stuff like that. They practice that. They practice the same thing in Haiti. And you see Haiti getting jacked up. God is angry with us serving these things, y'all.
Right.
Keep reading.
And dealt with familiar spirits and wizards.
Go ahead.
He wrought much wickedness in the sight of the Lord to provoke him to anger.
To do what?
Provoke him to anger.
To provoke God. When we do these things, it provokes our God to anger, y'all. Our God gave us a commandment to love and to follow him. Now give me Isaiah 47, 12 and 13. I want y'all to pull up the term monthly prognosticator. I want you to pull that up because I know that's not a normal thing that we talk about amongst our people. But the Bible gives understanding of it. Isaiah 47, 12 and 13.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Go ahead.
If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
Go ahead, watch this.
Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels.
It's talking about America. America passes witchcraft, enchantments, all that. Okay? It says, thou art wearied with the multitude of thy counsels. Read.
Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators.
The monthly prognosticators. I got one right here. Go ahead.
Stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
So the Lord said, let your monthly prognosticators save you from the things that I'm going to bring upon you. Let's read what a monthly prognosticator is.
Monthly prognosticators are mentioned in Isaiah 47 and verse 13 of the Bible, which refers to people who make predictions about the future based on the stars and new moons.
You hear that? People that make predictions based off the stars and the new moons. But the Lord said, but go to your monthly prognosticator, and I want him to be able to help predict what I'm going to do to you. He's not going to be able to do it because I'm going to bring destruction. He's not going to be able to get you out of it. That's idolatry. Lord don't want us doing that, y'all. The Lord don't want us doing that. Give me that first video I had. Watch this. This is how crazy you sound. Celebrate your zodiac. Watch this. Play it.
Oh my God, Gemini. That is the most Gemini thing I've ever heard you say, Rick. You're a Libra? Well, that's pretty Libra vibes. David,
pause. Hold on. Wait. So he's like, yeah, man, that's the most Gemini thing I ever heard. Oh, you're not a Gemini? I mean, I guess that's Libra. Whoa. I thought that you could predict how somebody act based off the month they was. He making fun of it. He mocking how stupid it sounds. Watch this. Play the next one. Keep playing.
Caffeine guy? Like you'll have a cup of coffee once in a while in the morning? You Scorpios or something else. No, Jenna cannot join the friend group. We've already got 2 Capricorns. That would just be way too toxic to have another one. She's also on parole. Wait, Kendra, you eat lunch around noontime? Us Virgos, we're just so synced up.
Pause. Hey, that's how dumb y'all be sounding, man. Go ahead.
Uber driver's trying to charge me for shitting in the back seat. Like, doesn't he know that's Aries behavior? Did you see that man from Seattle who killed his whole family? Just disgusting. But the real crime, he's a Taurus.
So that's how stupid y'all be sounding when you be saying that your zodiac predicts your behavior. Dude took a dump in the back seat. He gonna say, yeah, I'm telling you, he did that because he's a Taurus. What? That don't make no... Y'all look crazy and sound crazy. Give me the next one. It get worse. Now, this brother right here, some of the stuff he be saying about, eating healthy and stuff like that, he be on point. But he don't have the scriptures. He not following the scriptures. He caught up in all that voodoo and all that different stuff. So watch what he say. Play it.
When you get into zodiac or what they call Zadok, you can find the zodiac in every ancient religion. That's how powerful it is. And when you look at the word magi from a biblical sense, it said astrologer. So we know that astrology is very, very, very important, especially when it comes to seasons and times and just, predicting the future and stuff like that.
Pause. No. Don't use the Bible and say that. Because the Bible said the Lord didn't want us doing that. They always leave that out. Go ahead.
So, since I came through that chart, that natal chart.
Go back a few seconds. Watch this.
When it comes to seasons and times and just, predicting the future and stuff like that. Yes. I'm a water sign. So, since I came through that chart, that natal chart, and I'm connected to the water like that, the water literally be calling me. I can eat all fruit, drink all fruit juice. I literally feel dehydrated until I go to the ocean. The ocean be calling me. You know, we have to start listening to these signs, but it's hard to listen to your element call you from the element that you truly arrive from if you're blocking, you know, yourself from being on that fifth dimensional place, you know. Just
so, brother, how do I get to the fifth dimensional place? Enlighten me. How much money I got to pay you, and what's my monthly subscription? How do I get to it? What book did you write that I need to read? Or, you know, what Zoom do I need to log into and join your master class? How is it that I get to the fifth dimension or the fifth element? Please enlighten me. The fifth element, ain't that what Chris Rock played in when he had the little crazy ass hair? Yeah. Chris Tucker, he had like 7 fingers or something like that. I can't remember. That's the fifth. He was gay in the fifth element.
He was gay.
I told you.
Right.
Every time they do this, it be some sodomite stuff in there. So he's a water sign, and apparently he connected to the water. And every time he goes to, so what the ocean be saying to you? See, shout out to Deacon Isaac, because Deacon Isaac would toy with this guy. Hey, so he'll think he's so serious. Like, hey, so I want to hear more about this. I'm really interested in it. So tell me a little bit about So what exactly does the water say? What you about to say? Go ahead.
He say he feel dehydrated till he go to the ocean. I want him to take a mouthful of it.
Right, what the hell?
Take a mouthful of it.
Right. He gonna pass the hell out. That salt water gonna kill him. Go ahead.
But people will believe because he's very elegant in his speech. You know what I mean? He know his stuff when it comes down to the what they call the herbs and stuff like that. But that stuff right there you talking about, bruh, that joke is for the moons now.
Right.
You tripping right there now, bruh.
He a water sign. So what do he have? He got gills or what? Can he breathe better underwater than us?
He Aquaman.
Damn. That man called all the sea creatures. They just show up to the beach. Come on, man. Stop it. That man, play it. I want to see a picture of him swimming. I want to see a video of him swimming. He's a water man. Go ahead, play it.
5D, beyond the 5D. So it's hard to be beyond 5D and hear your element call, which you come from, if you blocking it and you shutting down your melanin neurotransmitters because you eating the wrong things and you drinking the wrong things and you putting the wrong substances in your body. But it's very important to work with your element that's a part of your natal chart. And you getting into your inner child and you start playing with these things, you will notice that that's where your magic really lies. You'll start seeing miracles and everything happen.
Whoa. What the hell? Playing with little children. What the? Yo, get that man out the screen, man, before we get a strike. We gonna get a strike for playing his crap.
What you always say, just let them talk.
Just let them talk. They gonna say some dumb stuff, man. Playing with your inner child, not mine. Go ahead. What the hell?
Get 1 Corinthians 2 and 4. I'm gonna tell you what that is.
That don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense. But that's man's wisdom right there, what the scriptures say, which don't make no dang on sense. Read it.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 4. And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom.
You see, those what he was talking right there is enticing words of man's wisdom. He gonna have you black folks out there going to the ocean looking for your calling. Like, I'm listening. Where are you, water?
I guarantee you he said mermaid. I guarantee you he said a mermaid. Yeah. He seen Ariel. He seen mermaid. Jesus Christ. I mean, where do we go from here? Where we go, John?
Not to the beach.
Damn, not with him. Shoot, that nigga liable to leave you on the beach. They think, you look, he 7 miles out in the ocean. You're like, bro, how he standing up 7 miles out there? That man, oh God, that's Greek mythology, Poseidon, all that stuff like that.
Right.
Hey, get 1 Corinthians 2, since you brought that up, officer. 1 Corinthians 2, verse 7.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 7. But we speak the wisdom of God in a mystery.
Read.
Even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory.
So the Lord gave us this glory to understand the Bible. Don't take it for granted that you understand the scriptures, brothers and sisters. Go ahead.
Which none of the princes of this world knew.
That's the scribes, Pharisees, chief priests. Go ahead.
For had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory.
Because a lot of these people that push all that, they don't believe in Jesus Christ. They do not believe in Christ. They believe in all these other things, but they discount Christ. They discount the Bible. He'll bring up the Bible, but he won't actually give you no understanding on it because he himself don't understand it. Right? Skip down to verse 14.
Verse 14.
13.
Verse 13.
12. Damn.
Verse 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world,
So when we hear that, we like, bro, that's crazy what you talking about right now. You wildin'. Go ahead.
but the spirit which is of God,
Read.
that we might know the things that are freely given to us of God.
So God, what did God give us? Love your neighbor as yourself. Thou shalt not kill. You the Israelites. Christ a black man. Keep the Passover. Keep the Pentecost. The moon is the beginning of months. Right? The Lord gave us these things, and we look at it because we've been in the truth for a little while as basic stuff. It's become our life, right? But the world, you know how many people in the world don't understand that the moon is the beginning of a month? Or how many people don't understand why we keep like things like Passover, Feast of Pentecost, how we calculate it? A lot of our people are in the dark when it comes to that. So to us, we compare spiritual things with spiritual, meaning the things that are in the Bible. If it don't line up with the Bible, we ain't fooling with it. Go ahead.
Verse 13, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth,
Because that right there is man's wisdom. It sounds deep, it sounds good to some people, but it ain't biblical. Go ahead.
but which the Holy Ghost teacheth,
Read.
comparing spiritual things with spiritual.
Go ahead.
But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God.
So when we bring out things of the Spirit of God, the natural man can't receive it. Go ahead.
For they are foolishness unto him.
It's foolish for him to be married. It's foolish for him to not get tattoos. It's foolish for him to love his neighbor as himself. It's foolish for him to keep the Feast of Pentecost and things of that nature. That's all foolish. Why would I do that? How are they going to better my life? Chakras, brother. Chakras, the fifth dimension. You understand? Go ahead.
Neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned.
They are spiritually discerned. Now I'm going to show you something. Go to Wisdom of Solomon 13. We read this last night. Let me show you what they do. When we went over that in Deuteronomy 4, right? But let me show you something. Watch this. Wisdom of Solomon 13:1.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Watch this.
Surely vain are all men by nature,
Read.
who are ignorant of God, and cannot out of the good things that are seen know him that is. Neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster.
So he going to show you what that means. Read.
But deemed either fire.
Fire.
Or wind.
Or wind.
Or the swift air, or the circle of the
The
stars.
circle of the stars. Read.
Or the violent water, or the lights of heaven, to be the gods which govern the world.
So when they look up at the lights of heaven, when they see the circle of the stars, when they feel that swift air like a tornado or a hurricane or tsunami, they say that must be gods. Those are gods that are doing that. They don't consider that there was a God that's greater than that created it. Keep reading.
With whose beauty, if they being delighted, took them to be gods, let them know how much better the Lord of them is.
Read.
For the first author of beauty hath created them.
Man cannot come up with. You ever watch when the sun set? Like you, especially like you from the country, where you got like this open land in front of you, and you watch the sunset. Them colors that hit be perfect. It puts you in a mood. You understand? When the sun set and you chilling and you live out, especially when you, like I said, if you live out in the country and you see the sunset, it puts you in this little mood. You know, you just be out there chilling or whatever. Or even at nighttime when the moon is up and it's full and the stars is out and you just chilling. You listen to the sound of nature and things like that. That's why tabernacles, that'd be some of your best sleep. Why? Because you become, you understand, you become entrenched, or what's the word I'm looking for? Entrenched with the nature because you're in it. But you never say that moon is God. You never say that sun is God. You never think that. Why? Because you understand the Most High. So you said, no, that ain't God, but my Father that created that is greater than that. But they don't have your God. They don't believe in your God. So when they see the sun and the moon and the stars and things, they try to come up with things or rationale based off what they see. He gonna tell you that. Can you read?
But if they were astonished at their power and virtue,
Read.
let them understand by them how much mightier he is that made them.
When you look at the sun, you say, well, I know an intelligent being had to create the sun. The sun couldn't just appear, y'all. It don't make no sense. The moon couldn't just appear. Something had to create that. Something had to create the planets. You know how big the planets are? Some of the moons of the other planets are bigger than Earth. Some of these planets are 4, 5, 6 times bigger than the Earth, man. And you say, how does something get that big? Saturn got rings around it and stuff like that. You say, how is that? Different galaxies, dimensions. There's an intelligent being that had to create that. But they don't assume that. They say, no, that's God. And that's saying y'all are doing yourself a disservice by believing that. Go ahead.
For by the greatness and beauty of the creatures, proportionably, the maker of them is seen.
So when you see the fire from the sun or the rays from the sun, that light that come from the sun, that's just showing you a portion of God's power. When you see the moon, that's showing you a portion of God's power. I don't know about you, but if you ever seen a hurricane, or you ever been close to that, you see that, and the Bible is telling you that's just a fraction of God's power that he's showing you. You understand? Volcanoes or volcano eruption, that's just a fraction of God's power. You start worshiping things that are on a low level. You look at his power and virtue and think it's greater than the God that created it. The Lord saying, you foolish for that. Go ahead.
Verse 6, but yet for this, they are the least to be blamed. For they peradventure err seeking God and desirous to find him.
Some people are trying to find God, so they see those things and they get caught up in it. Go ahead.
For being conversant in his works, they search him diligently.
So some people study the moon, study the stars, study these zodiacs, things of that nature. Go ahead.
And believe their sight.
And they believe what they see.
Because the things are beautiful that are seen.
And the things they see, they're like, oh, that's beautiful. Go ahead.
Howbeit, neither are they to be pardoned.
But the Lord said, I can't let you get away with it. Why?
For if they are able to know so much that they could aim at the world, how did they not sooner find out the Lord thereof?
So how you not find God? If you're looking into all these things, you should have been searching the Bible and say, oh, God created that. And this is why he created it. Okay, I can see that now. But instead, they do research on what man has found out, scientists have found out about these particular things, and they come up with their own conclusion to worship that as a God. The Lord said, you're foolish. All right?
Never go full retard.
Right. Don't never go full retard. Don't do that. Whatever you do, don't go full retard. Go to the next video. Astrology. Yeah, play it. Oh, God. What the hell Terrence Howard got going on, man? Not my boy. You know, my guy back in the day, man. What he doing? Hey, now he over-exaggerated that Memphis accent, too, by the way. I was a little offended. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, man. Tell him, man. That's not how they talk down there. Y'all like, we all my Memphis brothers now. The hell is this?
He got a pressing curl.
He got a pressing curl. Now, this is what Paul meant when he said it's not natural for a man. He wasn't talking about braids and dreads. He was talking about a nigga right here that got what is that, little Shirley Temple? What is that? What is that called? I don't even know what that is. That's like your white school teacher back in the day. Okay, she wore her hair like that. Miss Sharp. I had a school teacher named Miss Sharp. That's how she wore her hair. That's how he got his hair. That's what Paul meant when he said it ain't natural for men to have long hair, y'all. I think it is real. I think it's real. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it was Halloween. I don't know. He wild. Play it. But listen to how he speak.
I stay away from astrology. Why do I need? Because they told the truth about Christmas, told the truth about Easter, told the truth about holidays, all of this stuff. But why stay away from astrology? Well, it turns out all religion has come from astrology, and the astrology was astronomy, and they were trying to make sense of the heavens and how time passed and these bodies. And it turns out the sun going through the 12 constellations. They anthropomorphized those 12 constellations. They became disciples. Story, every culture from the...
See, so look up the word anthropomorphosis. Anthropomorphosis. I think it's ANTHRO morphosis. Just whatever. MORPHEUS. Morphosis. Oh, cis. I'm on close to that. Somewhere around there. You know, you read about it. Pull up anthropomorphosis, man. Don't worry about it if you spell it wrong. Google will correct you, okay? Brothers back like You know somebody that can't type? They don't type with two hands. You're like him. Hey, Officer John be typing with one finger, y'all. He'll type a whole email with one finger. I seen him do it. He'll be there like this. I said, John, what you doing? He said, I'm typing an email. I said, at that rate? Let me see it. It'd be perfect, flawless, grammar, great, everything. But he typed one. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. That's my brother right there, man.
That's that Mississippi.
Oh, hell no. I took typing class in 8th grade. They're wrong with you. Talking about that Mississippi. Don't blame the whole state now. He said, hell no. Read it.
Anthropomorphic. Definition 1. Relating to or characterized by anthropomorphism. Explanations of animal behavior in anthropomorphic terms.
Great.
Having human characteristics.
So anthropomorphosis or anthropomorphic means having human characteristics, okay? Go down. He said, me act like a nigga, you great. Go. Let me see. We'll go down. It was something. It's something else. It's something else. Go to Go to Merriam-Webster. I don't trust them. Go to Merriam. Anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic, described or thought of as having a human form or human attributes.
Right. But watch the next one.
Ascribing human characteristics to non-human things.
So they say the sun is Jesus, and they say the 12 constellations is his 12 disciples. Negroes just can't. I heard him in the time before. My brother-in-law used to always argue me about that. You reading that Bible, you know Jesus is the Son of God. S-U-N, not S-O-N, brother. And the 12 constellations is the 12 tribes of Israel. I said, okay, brother. Bruh. So, all right, I'll holler at you. I'll holler at you. I'm going to get up out of here. I tell my wife, hey, we gone. This nigga crazy. We out of here. So we left, and we ain't been back since. But anthropomorphosis or anthropomorphic is when you give human characteristics to non-human things, like the sun, moon, stars, things of that nature. But we just read in the Bible that the Bible says that God created those things. Therefore, we should not look at them as gods. Okay? 1 Timothy 6:20 real quick. What you want to say, Minahan?
I'll pull a script, Cat. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
You want me to go ahead?
Read that script.
Okay.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6 and verse 20.
Go ahead.
O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust.
Go ahead.
Avoiding profane and vain babblings.
Read.
And oppositions of science falsely so called.
Brothers and sisters, stay in the Bible. This has been committed to your trust. You done changed your life because of what's written in this book. We all was on a path to wickedness and death. The book changed us. The word of God is what changed us. Keep that committed to your trust. If science go against what you've been learning, what you know has changed your life, get away from it, because it's not to be taken seriously. Anything that go against God, anything scientifically that go against God, you got to get it out your life.
That's
all right?
right.
Go ahead. What you about to say, Al?
Yeah, let me get Romans 1:20. Hey, a lot of that, the word we just used was
anthropomorphic.
Yes. Listen, that is the root source of idolatry. You give honor to things that God says not to give honor to. Watch this. And you skip a step. You stop and don't worry about what made it. You completely lose the purpose. Romans 1:20.
The book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 20.
Yeah.
For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen.
They're clearly seen. You can see the wind. Well, not see the wind. You see the reaction of what the wind does. You see the sun. You can feel the wind. That's right.
What direction it's coming from. And
right.
Yeah.
Come on.
Being understood by things that are made.
Watch this.
Even his eternal power and Godhead.
Read.
So that they are without excuse.
You are without excuse.
Right.
You have no excuse. You must ask yourself, well, what created that? You have to do that. Well, the sun, the stars, and the moon, okay, they're up there. How did they get up there? God said you are without excuse. Read on.
Because that when they knew God.
They what?
When they knew God.
Come on.
They glorified him not as God.
Read.
Neither were they thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was dark.
That's what happens to them, because you start worshiping the wrong thing. You don't give honor and glory to the Lord who created the things that you're worshiping.
Go to the next video. They go right back with what we about to show right here in the next video. Play that. So that we was actually going over Romans 1 last night. And that's one of the heavy things that you read, what we read right there. It connects with that wisdom of Solomon. So that's a good precept, boss. Play that.
You go to your horoscope and you say, oh, what, you're Scorpio, this, you go straight to the Scorpio and it's written, oh, that's okay, that's going to happen to me. You should try it differently. Do the following. Get someone else to pick one of those horoscopes at random and read it to you. I've done this experiment. Yeah. I picked one at random, read it to a room of 100 people, and I'd say, did I just read your horoscope? 70% of the hands went up. So you realize that they're written in such a way that you can find the meaning that you know and need for yourself because of the way each one of those horoscopes are written. And you lift up the things that are most applying to you, and you suppress in your mind the things that don't apply, and you walk away thinking that they're speaking to you because of what time of year you were born. And we've known about this. It's a psychological effect where we remember the hits and forget the misses. Like you pick up the phone and say, I knew it was you, Grandma. Well, how about all the times that you thought it was her and it wasn't? Those don't get remembered as an incident in your life. They get rapidly forgotten. And so you can end up thinking that you're psychic or you have special telepathic powers. We are susceptible to be fooled by our own brain, by our own sense of what is real and what is not.
Damn. So I told you, that's you bugged out. If you believe that, you bugged out. Right. That's confirmation bias. It just confirmed what you already thought anyway. So you read these horoscopes and you say, yeah, that is me. But what about the negative part? Well, that ain't me. But well, hold up now. You say it's your horoscope. It's your month. What do you mean it ain't you? Yeah, only the good part is me. That bad part, I ain't dealing with that. That's a delusion. Give me that real quick. Isaiah 66 and 4. 66 and 4, I think.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 66 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
I will also choose their delusions.
Hear what God says? I'm going to choose your delusion. Go ahead.
And will bring their fears upon them.
Read.
Because when I called, none did answer.
That's why, because when he called, you didn't answer.
When I spake, they did not hear.
Read.
But they did evil before mine eyes and chose that in which I delighted not.
So since we choose what God delights not in, he said, I'm going to choose your delusion. So when you see somebody giving in the horoscope, that's one delusion that God gave them. Somebody in homosexuality and think it's okay, that's a delusion. Somebody that believe in the Christian church wholeheartedly, you can show them scriptures to show them they're wrong, and they'll still be like, nah, I know you showed me scriptures. I know you did it in context. I know you got clarity and showed me all kind of historical facts, but I just don't want to stop believing in white Jesus. I just don't believe he's black. I'm like, okay, you know what? Obviously, you have a delusion. It is what it is. Stay over there with your delusion. For real. And you say, I just can't believe they can't see it. This is why. The Bible is telling you why. God gave them that delusion. You read.
Verse 5, hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed.
And they're going to be ashamed when they see God. Why? Because they got a delusion, and they believe they right, and they not. They not. Go to Luke 16:15. We were talking about this earlier today. Luke 16:15. And I do have a don't listen to black women today. It's been about a month. It's been over a month. So, you know, I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we ain't did it in a month, so we on y'all today. You gonna get it.
The book of Luke,
The
chapter
unrepentant, the unrepentant, of course, not these repentant sisters. Go ahead.
The book of Luke, chapter 16 and verse 15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men.
You justify yourself. You say, oh, no, the horoscope, it's predicted every facet of my life, and I'm successful because of it. Go ahead.
But God knoweth your hearts.
But God know your heart. He know that you wicked. He know that you got evil intentions. Go ahead.
For that which is highly esteemed amongst men is abomination in the sight of God.
You hear that? The things that men highly esteem is an abomination to God. Horoscopes, zodiacs, things of that nature, the new year, that's highly esteemed amongst men. Everybody talk about those things. Everybody know about those things. Yet, God says it's an abomination. The only way to understand that is what we read earlier in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, that the Lord have to give you spiritual things to compare with spiritual, meaning the Bible, the wisdom of God. Okay? Now,
we need y'all to subscribe to help us push. We got a lot of work to do in North Carolina. The Carolinas need this work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Carolinas need this work. So we need y'all to go and subscribe right now. Grab your finger. This one right here in particular.
Right.
Swipe the YouTube that you're probably already watching. Click the YouTube app.
Right.
Go to IUIC Raleigh page. Right up under there, it says subscribe. Click that button one time. Click that check. Subscribe to IUIC Raleigh.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word